Hey, what's going on, guys? I've had a few people tell me lately that I should make more content just about the nursery and what's going on, and kind of update you guys, and thought it might be interesting to give you guys that and see if people like this sort of thing. Let me know in the comments below. Ah! That's dumb, but as you can see, greenhouse plants still here. We had some freezing temperatures lately, which did give me a few issues. Some of the seedlings that had already germinated but were still very small died off, unfortunately. I don't know why, but for some reason I didn't cover them with this. I should have. I don't know. I just didn't even think about it for some reason. But good news is, everything that had germinated already, I can actually replant still, and it's nothing that I'm going to really lose out on. So all good, I think. There were some things that did survive the cold too, like Douglas aster, pretty hardy, of course. Here's the spring gold here. And here's some hardhack seedlings too. They are very, very tiny. And if you see all those little I have flakes all around the soil, those are the seeds as well. But yeah, very tiny seedling. I'm also done the vast majority of my planting finally. I only have about 8 more of these trays I'm going to plant of various things. But fortunately, I'm done. I've gotten through that. I think I've made pretty good time. But now I'm kind of I'm doing some little experimental things. I have some snowberry and bleeding hearts I collected, bleeding heart seeds I collected last year, and I'm just trying to plant them in kind of different mediums, kind of do them in a lot of different ways. And I'm going to be getting more soil soon, and with some of the plants, especially ones that didn't do as well last year, I think I could do something different. I'm going to experiment with different soil mixes and just kind of like try to systematically figure out the best mix I can make for each plant, because not always a lot of resources about these things available. So we can find out together, friends. Here's some field chickweed. But besides seedlings, the other main project I have going on is in the backfield. Hi, as you can see, here's my field I'm working on. And it is a lot of work digging holes of wet, heavy clay. But you can see the water table here is quite high. I think I kind of talked about it in my previous video, but I'm not entirely sure what's going to work here for plants right now. I have a few things here that I'm going to be planting and basically using as my test subjects to see which ones can survive, because I want to obviously plant a bunch of them and have them all die. And you know, a lot of these I'm pretty confident about, like Henderson's checker mallow, we got Douglas aster, goldenrod, got tufted hairgrass, yellow monkey flower. I think all those ones will be good, do fine. This is actually entire-leaved gumweed. That one I think will do fine still. These ones are the ones I think are a little bit more concerning. You know, these ones are like kind of poor soil, sandy, well-drained generally. And obviously, when you look up like what kind of soil is best for plants, it's going to tell you like what they prefer, where they grow naturally and stuff like that. But you never know what plants will be able to adapt to. Things like yarrow here, got field chickweed. This is lupine, big leaf lupine, pearly everlasting. So we'll see, and I'll keep you guys updated what survives, and yeah. Because things that don't survive in the ground, we're going to be making some raised beds. See, I got some wood over here I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be making raised beds and filling them in with some better soil for them. These are 2 mountain sneezeweed I planted in like December, and they're still green after the snow and the ice and everything. That's exciting. Also, I have stinging nettle also I'm planting in here. This is another one I'm not really concerned about. This is actually goldenrod I kind of dug up from the other property. It was actually growing on top of my soil pile. I think it's one I dumped there maybe at one point and then kind of grew insane. The flower literally was bigger than my head, the flower head. But yeah, you can see here's the main stem, but all these coming off here are actually rhizomes. I don't know, I thought it would be interesting to show you guys. You don't always get to see these parts of the plant unless you're growing stuff. Try to get that in focus. But yeah, rhizomes are basically just, you may have heard the term before. There's kind of like offshoots of the plant. Like it'll start with one stem and then it decides it wants to expand, so it will send out these shoots that will then find an opening and then grow into new shoots like this one. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything I have going on here. Quite a few of them. So I'll update you guys more along the way if you like this kind of stuff. Peace.